Hey guys, Phoenix here. Now, if you grew up in the 90s like I did, then you might remember this game, Theme Hospital it's called, and it's so good. I used to play this all the time. I think I completed it in a day once. I'm sure it was a day. If that's not possible, then it might have been 2 days. But I sat and played it and I didn't stop until I completed it. Back in the days where you could just sit around doing nothing and playing video games all day. So, to celebrate the new game coming out next year called Project Hospital, I'm pretty sure it's called, which is pretty much similar to Theme Hospital but modernised, apart from the fact that Theme Hospital has loads of funny diseases, made up ones like Bloaty Head and King Personality or something like that, whereas the new one is just full of real life diseases, which is trying to educate people, but it's not as fun. So we're going to play this one looking back on retro games, because this is just the best, because it's the original. So, if you've never played it before, and you don't know what it is, basically we are in charge of the entire hospital. We have to build it, we have to hire staff, we have to keep it clean, we have to keep our eyes on the machines and things. And I mean, it starts off really easily. You can complete the level straight away, but by the end of it you're pulling your hair out, because there's sick all over the floor, and there's rats, and your machines are blowing up, and people are dying. But that's only if it goes wrong. You have to try and not let that happen. But yeah, it's tricky sometimes, and I have a little trick if it gets too tricky, which hopefully, I mean, we're probably going to have to use it, but hopefully not. Right, so we're going to start on, I'm just going to stick it on medium, I think. So we start here, we have to get all the way around, and there's a few bonus levels which are just shooting rats, which is, it's hard but fun, but to get there you have to kill so many rats on a level, which is annoying because you don't really want rats, but you know. So this is our first level. We have to get the place up and running and place a reception desk, GP's offices, and hiring receptionists and doctors. Okay, so what I do, I'll turn this annoying music off first. Now you want to put it on the slowest one first of all. This is how we get started. And I always buy the doctors and nurses first, because other hospitals, because you're competing against other hospitals as well, so they might steal the staff. So you want to get in there and get all the best ones. So if they have something in this bit, it means they're special doctors. So this one's a psychiatrist, and that's really important because we need one of those. So it tells you about them. This one's terrible. And there, so we've only got 2 good doctors there. We've got 1 nurse. We'll get another one. I will have her, she sounds good. And handymen. Sometimes it's really hard to get good handymen. So if you click on them, you can make them focus on tidying up, watering plants, or fixing machines. It's always a good idea to have at least 1 on the machines, otherwise they do blow up and yeah, you can't get that room back, and you might kill somebody. So obviously the aim is to not kill anybody, and at the end of the year you get a big bonus for not killing anybody. So it helps to get that, because money does run out pretty fast. So first thing we need to do, as soon as you put a reception desk down, people will start coming. So we want that in now. I know there's no like rooms or anything, but we're on slow, so it takes a while to get here. Now she only stands behind that desk. So we'll put some chairs in afterwards, but for now we're going to need...
Patients, have your credit cards ready?
Yeah, she's very annoying. We're going to need some GP's offices. So we go in there, and then because it's the first one and you've got loads of room, you can make them as big as you want, really. Try and make room for other rooms, but it's a giant hospital for the only little tiny amount of rooms we get, whereas later on you have to end up making these rooms as small as you can. So make the most of it for the first level. So I always like to put the desk there, gives them a little wander around. So if you click on this bit, you can add extras to the room. Fire extinguishers, you only really need them for machines with rooms, rooms with machines in even. Although sometimes they don't really do very much, but you know, it might help. So let's add a few extra bits, make them feel a bit more comfortable. Okay, so it tells you about the doctor. You need a doctor in there. You can go in there. Now, later on, you might, as you progress through the game, you might end up having about 20 GP's offices because people just queue forever. But I think for now, on the first level, you don't really need it. So next is the general diagnosis. This is when they come here to get, well, diagnosed, really. So you want a screen where they can get changed behind it. I have that. Now this does not need a fire extinguisher. Oh, it does not need 2 plants either. Okay, we'll put that over here so they get warm when you're getting changed. Okay, it requires a doctor, but we only have 2 doctors at the moment, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Now, what we want next is we're going to try and fill up this little hole. And pharmacies are quite small, really, but not that small. Okay, we messed up with the design, but never mind. There can just be a
Patient message, credit cards required.
there can just be a waiting area. Let's turn the sound down a bit. There we go. So yeah, we messed up a bit there, but never mind. So coming over here, gonna go back to the diagnosis, and we're gonna build a psychiatrist. This is obviously where they can get diagnosed in here too if they need to, and they can also get cured here. So it does 2 things, diagnosis and cures. I'm going to make it nice and big. Like I said, later on it'll be tiny. Another screen, because sometimes they're dressed as Elvis, hence the king personality. You can also add bookcases and skeletons in this room, and I always like to do that. Okay, I'm going to put that over here. Keeps them nice and warm. There we go. So the psychiatrist can only work in here. So come out of here. He can work in other rooms, but it's a waste at the moment because we only have 1. Now, the next room we're going to make even is the ward, which again is used for diagnosis and treatment. So it's in both. Now you're going to want to make this really quite big because it's got beds in it, as you can imagine. That's quite big for now. And I find the door annoying because it blocks up so much room you could have beds in. So we're going to add a few beds. We might not be able to get them all down, but we'll try our best. Put the desk in first. There we go. Oh, and then try and squeeze them all in. Yay, we got them in. Okay. Now the nurses work in the wards, so let me click on that please. You get over there and get in there, thank you. Right. So that's our diagnosis area. What do we need next? We've got the ward, the pharmacy. We haven't got a pharmacy down yet. Let's do that. And the nurse also works in the pharmacy as well. That's why we have 2 nurses. Okay, just the usuals. Oops. Don't want that over there. Get there. Yes, the pharmacy requires a nurse. Now this tends to be the place where people die the most. They get treated, and I find invisibility is the one that they die most from. So keep an eye out for those little dudes. I'll point them out. I know they're invisible, but they've got special things. We're actually going to open the hospital now. So people can start coming. I forgot about that bit. Yeah. So they've got a few rooms. They've got no chairs, but it's still on slow, so it's going to take a while. Okay, next we're going to need to go to the clinic and the inflation room. Now this is our first machine, so let's have a look what it does. Now it looks scary. People with giant heads come in this room and they get popped. See, this is the fun factor the new game's going to be missing. There's no such thing as floaty head, but there should be. Okay, so this requires a doctor and a handyman needs to check on it. So if your machines, you can check on your machines and it'll show you when it needs repairing. If they start smoking, then you're in big trouble. So you want to get the handyman in there fast as you can. Okay, now we've still got a big area. What do we have left? We've got a staff room and toilets. Of course, we need toilets. So we're going to put our toilets over here near the front desk so people know where they are. We'll put the door over here. Now in here you can add toilets and sinks. We'll try and squeeze in as many as we can. I don't know why, but I always like to spread them out a bit. I'll show you. Like that. Oops. Could probably add a couple more in there. Not that we probably won't get this many people in the hospital. The first level gets completed super fast. Okay, now you can check on people arriving by like just scrolling around, but there's no one here yet. Alright, so we need a staff room, and then we're going to start putting in chairs and things. So this is going to be a ginormous staff room, because that's we don't need this area now. So in here you can add some special things, but you need a radiator and a plant. But you can have sofas, and pool tables, and TVs, and as you progress along the game you get different stuff as well. It looks quite cool. After you finish working hard in there, you can come and play in here. I'm probably going to need a few more chairs because I've forgotten how big the room was. We can have more stuff. This oopsie, I didn't want to do that. So if you click on this one, you can pick things up again, which is good because I always put things down wrong sometimes. Let's put you there. We didn't put it in the right place. Oh, let's put you down. You can watch it on there. Look at the tellies. You can tell it's old. Alright. There we go. Staff room is for when the staff get too tired. And then sometimes the staff generally tend to take themselves over there, but they might get too tired. So if you see a doctor or a nurse, the doctor will have messy hair and he's going crazy, you need to send him in there right away. You can do that by right clicking on them. I just disturbed him at work, sorry. Okay, so now we need to start putting chairs down. So if we click on this one, you can have more reception desks. I'd normally put 2 in, but now, just for now, it's fine. You need loads of benches, because that's where they like to sit.
For other Bullfrog products.
Drinks machines, because they get thirsty. Radiators, because the hospital does get cold, it's quite big. And plants to make everyone happy. There we go, this is expensive. We can put some down here for now at the reception area. It never gets crowded on the first level. But what is annoying about this is you can't just pick them up. So I put that down wrong, but now you have to wait until you finish placing everything to put them down again. Which is very annoying, but never mind. That's going to be our nice seating area over there. Lots of chairs, because no one likes to stand up. There we go, keep putting them down, even though we don't need this many chairs. Okay, so now we put our machines down. So we get money out of these, it's not a lot, but every little helps. And if people get thirsty, you don't want that. People start complaining. Oh, people like to complain about things. I think I've got far too many drinks machines. I don't need this many. Put our radiators down. Now, as you can imagine, it's really open plan, so people do get cold. But then you put loads down and people complain they're too hot. So it's like, what do you do? Then we can move our chair. Now let's speed it up. There we go. We're open for business. We haven't got much staff. Now at the end of the month, you'll notice your money drop. But it's also when new staff become available. So it's always a good idea, especially later on in the game, as soon as the month hits, I always turn the speed back down to the slowest one. You can press number 1, and that way you're pretty much guaranteed to get the best doctors before the other hospitals do. So it's nearly time, and slow it down. Let's see what we've got. Deaf, rude, possible liability, stressed, foolish risk taker, not bothered about their job, incredibly talented, and he's also a psychiatrist, so that's going to help. Why would you even train to be a doctor if you weren't bothered about the job? Do we need another one? No, we haven't got another one anyway. Any more handymen? Slow and fussy, incredibly talented. I'm going to have him concentrate on the rubbish. Alright, there we go. Let's speed it up and let's wait out for our first person to arrive. It just takes ages for the first people to come. Where are you? Well, we'll just sit here waiting. You can speed up time. Let's do that. Hurrah! It's like a time lapse without actually being a time lapse. Let's go, come on people. We're waiting for you. Oh, here we go. Let's follow her journey throughout the hospital. So they're coming. Look, stop complaining about being cold, you stood by the front door. You can make it warmer, but it does get more expensive. Okay.
Staff members are reminded to rest frequently.
She talks to herself a lot. It's really annoying. Okay, so she's gonna chat to the doctor, find out what's wrong with her. Okay, let's see. She's probably going to go in this room next. Yep. Knock, knock. Please. Oh no, look. She's not actually getting changed behind the curtain. Whoops, that was bad placement by me there. Okay, well, never mind. You'll be fine. Where's she up to next? She's going back to the doctor's office. This is probably where he's going to be like, yeah, you've got this, and send her to the right place. Hey, mister, the plants are dying in that room. That's better. Right, let's see. Oh, we got another one. What's going to be wrong with you? She's got TV personalities, which means, well, if you click on this, it tells you about it. Cars is watching daytime television. Oh no. Symptoms, delusions of being able to present a cookery show. The cure is a trained psychiatrist must convince a patient to sell their TV and buy a radio. A new condition has been found. Now, this is the fax machine. You may not even know what this is, but I'm pretty sure if you type in, there's a certain number that you can type it in, it's a cheat code, but I'm not cheating, you don't need to cheat on this game. And she's cured, yes, we've cured the first patient. Woohoo, we did it. Right, let's see if there's any more handymen. Yeah, we got one. There we go, we got 3. That should do it for this little hospital. Now we're just waiting for the game to progress to the next level, really. It tends to happen at Christmas time. Like when the New Year's, you get your bonuses and things. Now, so, if you can't see this, but if you come your mouse over, you can look at your staff. You can see how well they're doing, if they're unhappy or not. Sometimes, when the bar gets right down, it can mean they're tired, but it also, because you can see that on this side, but if it gets right down, they'll sometimes ask for a raise. You can choose to fire them or give them a raise, it depends. I always tend to fire them, like, you're being paid quite a lot. So, you know. Oh, here we go. Fast worker, you can sit in there. Oh, we haven't got any bloaty head people yet. They're quite funny. Oh, we've found something new. What is it? The squits. Ooh, doesn't that sound nice? So the cause is eating pizza found under the cooker. Oh, the symptoms, surely you can guess. The cure is at the pharmacy. So let's take a look. Here he is. He's about to go in. Drink a magic potion. Why would you drink... Oh, why would you eat pizza from under the oven? I mean, pizza's nice and everything, but really? You'll get the squits. Hey, she did it. Now, the handyman is still complaining about being cold. So if we click on this one, this is our hospital, and you can see by the red dots how hot or cold it is. So it's quite expensive right now, but the middle is quite cold. Now, if we click on this one, it shows us how our hospital's doing. So people are cold, they're a bit thirsty, and they're not too happy, I guess. You can look at the other people's hospitals as well. Now, these have to be all the way up so you can win the games. But people are cold, so we're going to put some radiators, and it's going to look really odd. We're just going to shove them in the middle. Because, you know, who doesn't like a circle of radiators? There we go. Oh, we've got a bloody head dude, look! Yay! Let's follow him around. So he's probably going to go back to the doctor's office. Oh, look at his head. Oh, there's someone in there. Hurry up, please. We want to see what this dude's doing. Come on. Oh, he's going in. Dun, 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 dun. We'll read about the condition in a minute. I want to see. I don't want to miss it. There's another one. Hello. He's coming over. Are you ready, doctor? Yep, here we go. Let him in. Oh, why'd you have to do that? You were ready for him. Okay, let's watch. Oh. And bang. And then they have to blow up his head back to a normal size. Yay! Okay, so let's read about bloating head. The cause is sniffing cheese and drinking unpurified rainwater, so be careful when you're doing that next time. The swollen head is popped, then reflected. Ooh! Now this one means a special guest wants to come around and look at our hospital. And they sometimes can give you quite a bit of money if they like it, but if they don't, then they obviously don't. But, I mean, what's not to like about our hospital? I think it looks good. Oh, that's one of the invisibility dudes. They're the ones that die the most. So we're going to send them home. Don't take a chance, because you will kill them.
The building.
Okay, so already we've got a staff member wanting to quit. Let's see. She's fed up. Why are you fed up? Get out of my hospital. We don't need you. She's probably bored. I don't think she's had anybody in there yet. Are you gonna go? I don't need you. I've got a new nurse. Get out. Uncommon cold, that's a real disease. But she can solve it like a normal one couldn't. So everyone's starting to get a bit tired now. I thought she went home. What's she doing here? Get out. She didn't want to leave in the end. Oh no, look. We've queued 8 people, but our money's going down. People are starting to leave the rooms because they're getting tired. Which is not a good time when the VIP's wandering around. Okay. Pop. Hey. I always like to fix it around 3 or 4 uses. Just keep an eye on it. Now look, now he's too hot. Bloomin' things. Okay, question. Sometimes they're only 70%, so I'll send you home. Sorry, you'll just have to keep being invisible for a while.
Doctor required in GP's office.
And he's left again. Come on, you. Oh, we've got some rubbish. Get it cleaned up. Oof, we've got a VIP in the area, you know. Oh, money went up and now it's about to go down again. Ready? Oh, that's a big hit. Oh, now if you start seeing sad faces, they need to get seen to fast because they will deteriorate. And they also, when they get to a skull shape, it's too late to get them out of the dead. So you don't want that to happen. You need to just keep an eye on them and make sure they get treated as fast as possible. He's nearly ready to be treated anyway. Where's he going? The squits. He's going to the pharmacy. I hope you're ready for him. Oh look, so it's starting to go down already. Yes, thank goodness. He's gonna get treated and get out of here. I must say that if your money does go down too low, you will lose the level. So just be careful with that. Oh, it's nearly Christmas. Come on, come on, I want my bonuses. Imagine if he died right now. No. Yeah. This is it. We're probably gonna get... Oh no, we're in the Hall of Shame for now. That was my original scar up there. We've killed nobody. Oh, someone's killed somebody, look. We're minus money, we're not very rich. We've cured the most people though. And do we have... Oh, we have some awards, yay! Building best reputation, doobie-doo. We've got, let's see. Okay, no deaths, look, £10,000! Oh, I was still looking at that. We've sold a lot of drinks, that's £1,000, so as soon as we click this, it's gonna be like doodle-doodle-doo. Now this is our new job offer. Marvellous, you have handled the running of this hospital superbly. Are you interested in a job at Sleepy Hollow Hospital? Now you can turn it down, and next time you will be offered a bigger salary, which does really help, so I'm just going to accept it. We're just trying to get through. So that was the first level. This is the next one. Now there is a greater variety of ailments in this area, so obviously things get harder. Now when you're reading that, you can't slow time down, so it's really annoying. But I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching the first episode. Stay tuned for the next one. Hopefully, if you enjoyed this one, you should enjoy the next one. It does get better, like more diseases, and it starts getting really stressful. And as you can see, we haven't been given a very big hospital, but you can start buying new areas. They are very expensive, but it's definitely worth it. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like rating if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.